Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and I'm a tad late. My apologies. I just, life gets in the way. So this is for the 21st to the 27th of February. It will be the last full week of February, believe it or not. And then we're there. Then we're already into March, and March looks to be a very, very hello, Spirit Feather, pivotal month. I'm just going to go with that because I know there's a lot happening for the readings I've done for people. March, it just stands out on and the readings that things are happening. June as well is another pivotal month for us. And I guess it might be one more month, but I haven't been getting that one yet, which would probably be December if information is correct. So let's start out. And the first card I got was reach out, actually. And I have a hunch this week is going to be maybe not the top week in our lives this year. Just saying. So let's see what we can. Oh, I forgot to put a necklace on. That's bad. I don't usually wear a lot of jewelry, honestly. But for these things, I try to put them on. So reach out. So the first card I've got, and this would explain why it's going to be such a poor week energetically, is because strength, and that is rising above that which does no longer suit us, having the strength to be more than we thought we were. And I don't know about you, but it seems to me that my computer is stopping going. Hopefully it's not on the video itself. What covers it is the moon, and the moon has to be read in two levels. There's the level of subconscious, where things happen to you because the subconscious is bringing things up for you to deal with. The other level would be you're very comfortable and secure with your subconscious, so you've moved into the realm of knowing having chosen to grow. So this, right off the bat, this is a week of growth. The week growth is never easy. It's exciting. It's fast. It's spontaneous. But I can't ever say that it's easy. It can even be fun. Okay. So the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is what is behind us. And that's courage. We have the courage. We have the ability. We have the trust in ourselves to move forward, knowing how or where we're going to end up, but not how we're going to get there. And we're going to do it in balance. We have enough abilities behind us to do all this. We are really... we fought the good fight long enough. We know our ins, our outs, our strengths, and we know we can do this. What's below us, what's pushing us on, is the World card, and it's the spiritual world card. It's not the physical world card. So we have been given the gifts that we work for. We have them naturally, but they come to our awareness. And their gifts arrive through helping the Lady Gaia, the Mother Gaia, rise up. Okay, so what's coming up just in front of us is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is usually reserved for romance. It's usually a very strong individual that is supportive, lends you his strength, is balanced, knows where you're going. But in this case, that's us looking after us. And it might be somebody else out there who will lean against you and support you and things like that. When I say lean against you, it's like a dog comes up and just leans against you when you're feeling bad and says, hey, we're here. We're looking after you. The energy is there to support. There is it's not all super easy, or it's not all positive. We do have the Five of Pentacles, and maybe what the energy is for this week is looking at what other people have, wishing it was ours. That may be what it is. The truth is, we don't need what other people have. We have everything we need within ourselves. And that's proven by the next card, which is the Princess of Pentacles. And the Princess of Pentacles is about looking at yourself, seeing the beauty within, seeing the beauty outside of yourself. But it's perspective, seeing things from a perspective that you don't realize, right? You don't realize how strong the perspective is. And it's a week we are going to consciously decide to make a change. And interestingly, there is some... So we're going to... this card doesn't actually fit in. I'm going to put it back here and pull it out when it fits. We're going to choose to make a change. And we're going to choose to make a change from a place. It does fit. We're going to choose to make a change from, this is Nine of Pentacles, from a place of strength, of comfort, of consciousness. We're going to choose to make a change and deal with the devil within. We have the strength to do that. We're powerful individuals. And I keep telling people, if you look at that, the devil looks very bored. He doesn't want to win. He wants you to win. There's a saying that the Jews have, and I mangle it very badly. When the devil wins, he cries. It's something goes along that way, because his job was to tempt humans until they could no longer be tempted. So we are transmuting that. We're moving on beyond that. And why do I say that? Because of the very next two cards. We get the magician, and the magician is the mover, the shaker, the one that makes things happen. And how do we make things happen? Because we have healed. And this is the Hierophant. In my deck, it's the Chiron card, which is the healer. And we make things happen. We're really good at choosing to move forward. We have support. We have tremendous amount of support. It can be from our guides. It can be from our ancestors. And then you're told to do it in balance. Yes, you are going to fall out of balance. That happens. That's just the way life is. What do? You stand up and you move forward. You rebalance and keep on going. All right. So this is a week of growth. And I don't think it's necessarily... it looks good. And it is good. But remember to reach out and ask for support. Don't feel bad about doing that. And the last card is prayer. I don't pray. I believe in the power of prayer. So occasionally when things are very, very poor, I will ask the universe. So that's what I call it. I do. I don't pray. I don't sit and pray. But I do ask the universe for help. And praying is asking the universe for help. My mother was a very devout Christian. And she belonged to a prayer chain. I have never, when she was alive, I never saw that prayer chain break. It always worked. From simple things like my car broke down and I'm 400 miles away from home. I don't know what to do. to my husband's really sick and he's in the hospital. Can you help? I've never seen it fail to work. So praying, asking the universe, it's something that is high. Feel free to do it this week. Feel free to reach out and get support. Okay? Good advice regardless, but this week especially. All right. Let us begin. I'm just going to grab my blanket to keep myself warm. All right, Elle.
Well, are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Sorry, I missed that cue.
Yeah, that's because you were off in La La Land.
No, somebody reported an ad that shouldn't have been on one of our groups, so I was just or a post. I was just removing it.
Oh, okay, good for you.
So yes, I was not paying attention to YouTube.
Jeez, what's so bad?
If only I was Cerberus and I had more than one head.
That's right. 6 heads would be fine.
Spirit Feather says, "Hello, ladies. How are you today?"
So not awake yet.
No. Amy P says, "Hello, ladies. Time flies."
It does. It's already Friday.
Seven Ocean Sky says, "Hey."
Hey, Seven.
Miriam M says, "Hi."
Hi, Miriam.
Tanya 54 asks, "Hi, hope you are well. Do you see if Spiro will open up to me? We are not together."
Spiro?
Spiro. Spiro.
Spiro would love to open up to you. It's what I'm seeing. Spiro has this huge it's here. Delicacy is the answer. You can't, I always recommend communications. In this case, you have to wait to get you have to wait to communicate with him. And now you just sort of hint and say, "I'm here." If you come out and say, "Hey, are you interested?" He's going to run for the hills. But if you give him time and he comes to it on his own, then it will work. But it's a really time-consuming event.
Real talk real quick. Did you tell Sabi and Spirit that we were pushing their chit chat? Because it's supposed to be in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
I thought it was
need to cut this one short.
because I was told it was at 1:00.
Well, on this ad it says at noon for Pacific time.
For Spirit, that's Saturday.
Oh, my bad.
So we've got a day. Anyhow, free ad tomorrow on Wisdom Seekers Facebook. We are doing the most awesome introduction to a new reading, and I wish I had the picture with me. My good friend Spirit Feather does spirit readings where she does drawings, and they are amazing. And everybody who sees them has an emotional reaction to them because they talk to their soul. And we're going to do an introduction tomorrow, Saturday, at noon.
Can I say it's been a rough night?
Yeah, our poor dog, male dog, had a really rough night.
And I get to suffer through it with him.
Because he goes to her and says, "Mom, I'm hurting. My head hurts. Mom, do something." And so we do the best we can for him, but mostly we just have to sit up with him.
Yep.
And it's Elle that sits up with him. I kind of sleep through it.
Well, everybody else sleeps through it, except Jess. Jellybean.
Our
if
female
I'm not
dog.
acting fast enough to comfort her little brother, she will be like, "Mom, he needs your help."
No.
She starts salivating. But yeah.
So anyhow, we have at 1:00 on Facebook. We have another awesome event happening
with Sadie.
with Sabi. She's kindly said that she would be willing to show what this specific reading is that my good friend Elizabeth does, and that's also going to be amazing because they're two very powerful ladies that are going to be seated together talking about, I think it's a life path reading. And I gotta say, Elizabeth is amazing. Honestly, I don't have a reader that isn't amazing. I really don't.
We use all our readers that we have on our store. We use and or vet thoroughly.
And when they're not good, they don't last.
Yeah. So
They find a way to leave. For instance, yesterday on Facebook, we did an impromptu interactive. It was a blast. The information was right on the mark, too. It was just amazingly accurate. And that was with Maria.
all right.
So
We should get through more questions before we spend the entire hour talking about other people.
yeah, but I do. I have the most amazing readers. I just adore them. And they're all good friends of mine, too.
But you use every single one of them for your own.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't. I'm too close to this. Can you help me?
Oh, yeah. If I have a problem with a reading that I can't deal with because I've got too emotionally involved, I'll say, hey, what do you get?
All right.
And they're very good at, my readers are all very good at helping me out.
Our next questioner is Amy P. asking, may I please have a message from my guides? Thank you.
Amy. Well, what they're telling me from what I'm gathering from them and I apologize for what I'm about to say. You can hear them, you don't hear them, but you don't think you can hear them. So it's like they're sitting there yelling in your ear, but you're saying, no, that can't possibly be me. I can't possibly hear my guides. Well, according to them, you possibly can. And they're sitting there yelling in your ear, trying to get your attention for you to start paying attention to them. You're actually quite a good communicator. It's just, please learn to trust yourself. And how do you trust yourself? When you hear voices, it is your own voice that you hear. Don't go, okay, it's just me thinking. Listen to it. Does it make sense? Probably is very good sense. So pay attention to it and start to trust yourself. The voices do switch out later on as you become more accustomed to them.
Miriam M. asks, any messages from my guides on my new job?
They're suggesting that you slow and steady, give yourself time. Don't if you can take the time, and of course they put the effort in. There's a little bit of learning experience that you need to go through, and they're suggesting that you ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't beat yourself up when you don't waste time beating yourself up when you don't have the right answer. Don't try to muscle through. They show me a picture of you taking something in hand and saying, okay, I want to verify that this is what I'm supposed to, this is what I'm getting is correct. And they're suggesting that is something that is a good thing. Don't try to muscle it through and be correct. Take your time and learn that you are correct.
Silver Bangle asks, hello, ladies. Do you think there will be a market crash this year?
I actually don't. I think they're going to threaten a lot. And there's things that are going to weave up and down. But I suspect that if you're thinking of the dirty the great crash of the 20s. Not going to happen. And you specifically will be given an intuition. Okay, pull my stocks out of this. I'm okay with that stock. Long term, it's going to be fine. If you listen to your guides, you will, and follow your intuition, you're going to be really good. There are a few things you will really truly want to pull that stuff out of, but I don't think so. I think things are going to shift and change. I cannot tell you how, because I'm looking straight ahead. Something in March is going to happen, and that straight ahead is going to be over this direction. And I'm not 100% sure how the world's going to shift and change. I just know the world is ready for a shift and a change. And how big a shift and a change it is, I don't know. But when it happens, ask me the same question. Okay? March, sometime in March. Could be the end of February even, but March.
Susan Hunt asks, "Hi, ladies. Will John and I get back together?"
I suspect that would probably not be to your benefit if you did. I suspect that it's time for you to move on. I suspect that you have grown beyond his energy, though you may feel love for him, and that's something I recommend you keep, that you keep on loving him. I do believe there is somebody more appropriate for your energy coming up.
Estella asks, "Hello, ladies. What job opportunities are coming towards me?"
I do believe there is something coming towards you that it's not directly on the path you're taking right now. And it is not, but it's not miles away from what you're doing, but it's not directly on the path you're aiming down at this moment. It's not far away from you. It's not far. It's not at all far away from you, actually. But it's not exactly in the direction you're. It's not exactly in the direction you're heading.
Champagne C asks, "Hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hope all is well. Do you see Richard reaching out this weekend?"
Not this weekend. No, I don't see him. He could. Things happen. At this moment, I don't think it's going to happen.
Seven Ocean Skies asks, "Hey, any messages for me for the week to come?"
Today, the message is simply that to ground, stay grounded. And for the first time in a long time, they haven't shown me on top of a mountain. They're showing me you in the valley, grounding. You've done a lot in the last few weeks. And this week, it appears that everything I said that was supposed to happen, it's going to bypass you. And so for you just to ground and stay clear, because you're going to be needed on the other side of this energy event that this week is bringing in. Okay, so this week is a vacation week for you. Not really. I don't think you take vacation weeks. But nothing majors, nothing you cannot handle. So for you, it's a snap week. But make sure you ground. Lots and lots of grounding. Okay.
Spirit Feather asks, I have a question. Just wondering if there is any messages from the archangels. I feel there might be.
And you need me to tell you, right?
Apparently.
So the image they gave me was coming down. And just so you know, everybody, Spirit Feather's like 5 foot nothing. So she's not very big. So they're coming down, and it's like they've taken their wings and they're putting them underneath you and lifting you up. So just allow yourself to be lifted up without trying so hard to work hard to do it. Allow them to give you a lift this week.
Hasta the Huerta, asks, hello ladies, please tell me if the upcoming weeks will go smoothly in terms of formality / paperwork. Thank you.
Well, of course you want to double check your T's and your I's. There's something, if you work late at night, go back before you hand any paperwork in and recheck it. Because when you're tired, you will have a tendency to make mistakes. And really, that is not it. That's the only time I see a problem for you, is when you get tired. And you do have a tendency to stay too long at your job and try to get things through. And you try really, really hard to get 100% accuracy. So make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you get enough nutrition, good nutrition, not just Coke on the fly kind of thing or junk food. Try and eat really good food. And you will find that things go much smoother. Take breaks. Don't stay at things for hours and hours. Take breaks. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back. And it just looks like one page where there's one thing. But that only happens if you push yourself too much and don't take the breaks you need. All right? You need the breaks to make sure you don't make sure you see everything. Okay.
Jeff Firmino asks, hey there, any messages from my guides? Should I join a nomad village community to network with new people? I think that's the bigger question.
I can't see you being happy in that situation, honestly. I mean, it sounds romantic. I don't think that's your kind of romance. You can, but I think the kind of networking you are needing to do may be done in a coffee house over a community, a nomadic community. And I personally think it'd be really interesting to join a nomadic community. I don't know that will be the answer you're looking for.
Camille Harrison says,
hey, Camille.
Hello all. Tay asks, hey, does my guide Nathaniel have any message for me?
Mostly he appears to think you're doing quite well. This is for you should not be a stressful week. that's coming up. They keep showing me your rabbits, which I find kind of interesting because my daughter showed us a rabbit, and it's called a gentle giant, or a Flemish rabbit, and they go up to 20 pounds and can be as big as 4.5 feet. And I keep seeing that, and I can't. So when you move, if you've got a bigger house, you should look into getting yourself a Flemish rabbit. They're quite gorgeous. They're called the gentle giants. Mostly they're just telling me to tell you to look after yourself.
Rhoda Chia asks, "Hi, how are you, beautiful ladies? Did the man I've dated last December 2020, hold on. Will the man be my boyfriend? The man I dated in December be my boyfriend?"
What do you get?
I think there's somebody else.
Because I get a very indistinct answer to that, as if, not really, sort of, it could be, but it's not really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're one of the people who are going to be affected strongly by March, the March energy, March hair. So wait, be patient. Something new's coming your way, and it's going to be much more exciting than what you're dealing with right now. And with you dated him in December, and it's now end of February, basically, chances are that moving forward is the better option.
Shanu asks, "Hello both. I hope you are well. I don't know when I will genuinely feel happy again. This phase just won't go away. Please, guidance, please. Thank you."
It sounds like you're going through what is called the dark night of the soul, where everything is taken down to the bare bones, and it can last for weeks, it can last for hours, and it can last for days. And I suspect in your case, you've got used to it, and it's just part of it's become a habit. Because I do see there's light around you, and I do think that you have the ability to shift things out, change your perspective, shift things out of how they have been. It does become a habit, more so than anything else. So look to change the inner habits. And again, you're one of the people who will be affected by March. If you can shift your energy, it will be to your benefit, because things will happen quicker and quicker and more efficiently for you. If you if you choose to change your perspective. And it's very easy to get stuck in non-happy. What I recommend for people who do that, I will suggest go watch some slapstick, something that's just so ridiculously funny that you can't help but laugh.
Julie J asks, "Hello, hope you're well. I have a question. I keep feeling in my gut that pursuing a legal battle with my ex housemate is unwise. Can you see why? I keep feeling I should just ignore her and move on."
I would follow your energy, because truthfully, that is probably the wisest choice. Uh, she fights dirty, and will your ex's friend's roommate, if she fights dirty, and she'll bring out stuff that is not necessarily the truth, but very damaging because they listen to it. And I do know, I've had friends who go through legal battles, and the judge did listen to what the other person said, even though it was a blatant lie, and it affected the whole outcome of the court, and they were not given a chance to say, okay, no, this never happened. But it did affect because judges and whatnot are human. It did affect. It had a very strong effect on what happened in the court, which was detrimental to a few people. So listen to that feeling, and if you can listen to that feeling, it will save you a great deal of remorse.
Also, less drama is always a nice way to go.
Yeah, it depends too. I mean, if it's a court battle that needs to be done, that's a different thing.
No, I know, but the way I see it going is, like you said, that the ex-roommate's going to be...
She's going to
play dirty, and
very dirty.
She's just going to cause more drama that it's not worth it. It might get her way, but it's just...
It'll cause you
have to complicate the story extra to get your way.
Yeah, it's probably not worth if you won, it's probably not worth the outcome.
Yeah.
To win at that cost that she would create.
Doreen 888.
Hey, Doreen.
Says, good evening. Good to see you. Can I ask if there are any messages for me? Thank you. Did you send her the...
No. I have to go look for it. So it's funny. I see dragonflies dancing around you. And I know you have a lot of dragonflies in your house, but I see them dancing around you, and they're exuberant and they're happy. And they're lending you energy, lending your energy. It's your energy. They're giving you back your energy. And I see you looking around, and I feel you happy. I feel you healthy, and you look good. So things are moving in a very positive direction for you right now. Just keep on doing what you're doing, basically, is what I get.
Champagne C says, ooh, I better not get on my game devil card. Not good. Jennifer Schwab asks, hello, ladies. My daughter Sydney had $202 stolen from her debit card by someone called Dave Inc. Do you see the person being caught, her getting her money back?
I do, but I don't know how fast it'll be. And that sucks. If that is a violation of privacy. I can't say much more than that. Do you pick up anything?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I just think I think that we'll get that money back. I don't know how fast it'll be, and I do believe that Dave Inc. will we'll actually pay the price. Whether you'll see it or not, I can't tell you.
Kuru Continuum asks, where can I find / should I find a mentorship to help reclaim my spirituality, as there has been so much trauma lately that I've been lost?
Go on Wisdom Seekers. Go onto Facebook. Ask questions. We're really actually know our business. We're really good at what we do. Spirituality, everything. Just become part of our community. And you will find the mentor will come to you when you're ready. That is an axiom you hear all the way through spirituality. It happens to be true. You don't go looking for it. The teacher, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Go to our Facebook group, Wisdom Seekers. You can join the group. More so, go on the lives we do. Ask questions. We always have a answer. And frankly, the level of readers I have amaze me at the level of spirituality they have, and the natural knowledge. Join us.
Links have been popped into the chat and are always in the description under our videos.
We are doing at 1:00 Pacific time, which is not too long from now. It's about half an hour. So that means, it's about half an hour. So we're going to have to wrap this up early, unfortunately. I bet. Come join us. It's on Facebook. But we're doing a live...
Chit-chat?
No, we're doing a live reading with Sabi on life path reading. We have amazingly well-informed spiritual human beings on our group. We have to rush through this because it takes me 15 minutes to set up. So I have to be finished by 12:45 minimum.
So we're not likely to get through everybody. If we don't get through you, we're always here on Fridays. Join us on Wisdom Seekers Facebook.
And we have, like yesterday, we had an impromptu interactive with Maria. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And if you want advice on love, she is the lady to see. And Spirit Feather is pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth and I, not so great in love. We're going, just get over it, eh?
I mean, that's what happens when you're a single parent after a while.
Well, and you're a little older and we've seen it all.
Yeah. But yeah, so ring the bells, do the subscribing,
please,
liking.
Please do that.
All the good stuff that everybody asks you to do.
They say smash that button.
Yeah. Follow us everywhere so that you can be informed when we do impromptus, because we like to screw with Elizabeth and do them quite often.
Yeah. Because she likes things to be really nice and tidy, and so I like to mess with her mind just a bit.
And on that note, I will go to the next question, and we'll get through as many more as we can.
Okay, and I'll try and be a little quicker.
Jenny Jones asks, "Hey ladies, any messages from my guides?"
Basically, they're saying you're doing really well, and they're rushing it along because I said I was going to rush. Your guides are very funny. They're saying you're doing really well, and keep up the good work. And they're also suggesting. It's funny. I keep seeing a lot of grounding this week from the guides. They're suggesting you do grounding. And they're also showing me, and they've showed this to me a few times, a lot of air, a lot of a fast. It's like a huge wind going through. So just know that there's a huge wind going through. Ground, hang on, and duck. if you keep standing up straight trying to fight the wind, you're going to be involved. With you duck below the wind, and you can, things will be a lot easier. So everybody ground and duck.
Maya Forrest asks, will I be able to do close next month on the house I just put an offer?
I suspect there's a potential you will. I have a feeling. I'm not getting this clearly. It's a 50% chance that you can, but there's also a 50% chance that there's another house that will come along that will be the house that you end up with. So you're going to have a house, and that's basically the best answer I can give you today. Okay, and I apologize for that. It just sort of not strong.
Keisha W asks, hello ladies, do you see blockages being removed from my life? Thank you.
Yes, but I see the blockages being removed internally from your energy. And once your internal energy has cleared, the blocks will clear automatically in your physical life. Look inside, ask your guides what I need to do to get rid of this block. And it may be something as simple as saying goodbye to the grandmother who died a few years ago, and you're still mourning. And it's not that you should stop missing her, but there's a block. But it's like if you may have put a hold on letting go of that energy, so you can still mourn and release. So that's basically, there's something very simple that you need to release to move forward. Doesn't mean you stop loving.
Lily Julo asks, hi ladies, so nice to have you here. Any messages from my grandpa? How is he? Is he happy?
Oh, he's so happy. He's sitting there, and he's got a mug beside him. I don't know what he's drinking, but he's lifting it up and saying, I can drink this again. It's probably something he hasn't been able to drink for a long time. He's got a big smile on his face, and he's surrounded by people who have preceded him. And some of them he's missed a great deal. And he obviously sends his love to you. And he says you are the best granddaughter a grandfather could ever want. But yes, he's very, very happy and very, very comfortable. And what's one of the things that I find they always say, look, no pain. Because a lot of, as you age, your body always has pain. And he's going, look, I can move again.
Spirit Feather says, hearts. Erica Brooks John says, sending love and light to all. Greek Maria 33 sends hearts. Jennifer Schwab says, I hope your fur baby feels better soon. Healing energy sent for him. Thank you. Michelle Scarlett asks, will I marry the man I'm currently with? Thank you for helping others, by the way. You are amazing, truly. Thank you, ladies.
So after having said all that those really nice things to me, it makes it very difficult to say you can actually, though you feel you love this person, and you probably do love this person, I get the feeling that there is somebody else that is more, the energy between the two of you would be more conducive, more joyful, more positive. It's something that you could, another person that you could grow old laughing together. I'm not sure that this is the right person for you. And if you spend a lot of time laughing together, then this person may be the right person. He just needs to allow things to shift and change a little bit. If you don't spend a great deal of time laughing with this person, know that the person that makes you laugh the most is your soul energy mate, soulmate. And I don't like to use those terms, but the energy, you want to be with somebody who makes you laugh, and the two of you laugh together. Okay.
Dr. Victor Abetfu, I apologize for butchering your last name, says, hello, ma'am.
Hello.
And Champagne C says, hey, I'll be a reader soon, added to the team when I get out of this funk of nervousness, LOL. Dr. Victor asks, I want to know the outcome of my interview with Y.
They like you. They're serious. There is a lot of serious discussion going on. And unfortunately, I can't go beyond that because they haven't made up their minds. There's serious discussion, though. They're really intense discussion back and forth. And it's not just in the office. It's while they're walking to do other things. They're considering you very strong, considering the pros and cons very strongly. Do you get anything on that one? No. I can't say yes or no. I must apologize for that. I do know they are very, very interested. And there doesn't seem to be a heck of a lot of cons. I just don't feel the energy of yes or no yet.
Maria Herrera asks, hello both, a message from my guides on health. Thank you.
If you have good medical, I would go get them to check out your on the left-hand side. I don't know where everything is. Liver. Go get them to check out your liver. It might be something simple. It might not be. I don't see anything life-threatening at the moment. I just feel that there's a bit of darkness around the liver area. That and it could be just that it's got a touch of flu, cold or something, because the body can get areas where the energy concentrates for a bit. What I do is I take castor oil, put it onto something cottony, and put it on that area, and put plastic over it, and wear it for about an hour a day and see if that makes a difference. That's not in lieu of going to a doctor. That's what I do on top of going to a doctor.
We will never say that our advice is above somebody professionally trained.
No, never, especially in medical situations.
Yeah. We're good, but nobody is ever that precise.
I'm not that good when it comes to medical. I have again, spirit feathers head and shoulders above me when it comes to medical advice.
But I mean, not even doctors can pinpoint everything exactly, perfectly in one sitting.
Yeah.
And they need multiple consultations. So we always suggest go to a doctor as well as.
Yeah.
Nikki Reynolds.
Hi, Nikki.
Asks, any messages from my guides about my leg, hip, leg, whatever. MRI was fine, but not sure why all the pain.
So message me, because we're running out of time and I have an answer.
Miriam M says thank you. Silver Bangle says thank you. I have been here. Hearing stuff about March.
Yeah, March. Something's happening in March. It should
COVID
be exciting.
Finally died.
Who did?
COVID finally died.
That would be nice. I don't think they're going to let COVID go really fast. It's too good a political.
Yeah, anyhow, before we get flagged.
Mhm.
Vidya Maharaj asks, good day, ladies. Any messages for my guides? Thank you, always.
So they're telling me to tell you to dig your heels in and just be really stubborn about something that you're dealing with right now, because you have the right of it, and you should have the right of, you are right in this situation. Dig your heels in, hang on, and don't let go.
Silver Bangles, I already read you. Susan Hunt says, thank you, ladies. B. Erla asks, hi, Lush and L. May I ask, what did Dr. Z, or Mr. Z, think about my playing in the rehearsal yesterday? Merci.
He liked it. He thought there was a few things that you could have done technically slightly different, and he's just itching to help you out, tell you that. He's got a very critical ear, but not a negative ear. Does that make sense? And he thought, basically, technically, you're pretty sound, but there's a few things that that he would like to. Some of your timing seems to be slightly off, like a millisecond off, I think, but enough for his ear to hear it. But mostly it was he liked what he heard.
Jasmine Moore asks, hi, will I be getting a job offer anytime soon? I've gotten feedback from 2 companies. One is trying to give me an offer.
Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is, it's easier to get a job from a job. So if they give you an offer and it's lowballed and they can't come up, take it, keep on looking. And the truth is, if they give you a lowball offer, but say that they can give you a raise in 3 months and it brings you up to what you're interested in, then that 3 months might be well served working rather than not. I don't feel negativity for you when it comes to jobs. So whatever works best for you will work. Follow your intuition. Always follow your intuition. Follow what feels right for you. And I have a feeling everything will work out for you nicely.
Erica Brooks John says, blessings, ladies. Any messages from my guides? Namaste.
So now, remember how I told everybody to ground and duck? Well, they're telling you to get up there and surf the dang wind, because this is something you're really capable of doing. And it's going to move you along really quickly to closer to where you want to be. We're never going to reach where we want to be, because the goalpost always moves. We don't realize it moves, because we get to a place where we want to be, but something else comes along and we want. So surf this wind that's coming up for this week. It has a lot of value for you. You have more than enough skills to deal with this particular wind, and I see you being exhilarated by it. The adrenaline rush is kind of exciting for you. And personally, I like the adrenaline rush. Life gets a little too mundane. I get a little bored and go, oh, well, whatever. but I like the adrenaline rush. So I think this is what they're suggesting for you, is that you allow yourself to have that adrenaline rush with this particular energy.
Maggie asks, hello ladies, hope you are well. Do you have any messages from my guides? The main focus of the question is, in which aspect of my life should I focus on? Thank you.
There's only one answer for that, and there's always only one answer for that. And the message, it is always focus on yourself. Because the more you know who you are, the more you fill your own energy up, the more you can help other people or deal with other situations, including mothers. And if you work with, for instance, other people, the healthier you are, the mentally more stable you are, the more you can devote to other people. So the axiom is you want to be 51% in service to others, but putting yourself first. And yes, that's an oxymoron. I recognize that. You have to put yourself first before you can be 51% service to others. Look after yourself first. Always fill up your cup first. And on the mundane level, they showed me a car. Look after your car. A vehicle. They showed me a vehicle, and they're not explaining. They just showed me a vehicle. So I'm assuming you make sure your ride, how you transport, works well for you.
Maggie asks, hello ladies, hope you're doing well. Oh, I already asked that. Apologies. Miriam Toscana asks, what can I expect from my divorce?
Divorces are always difficult. It doesn't matter if you still love the guy or you can't stand the guy. It never moves easily. And it's been, and I suspect you're going to get less than you deserve. And you have to fight very hard to get everything that is rightfully yours. Don't hold on to that which you can replace. And physical things you can replace. If there's stuff that is mementos that mean a lot to you, get those. But stuff that can be replaced, I've replaced my whole household like 5 times in my lifetime. And I have way too much stuff. I'd like to throw everything out and start all over again. So physical things, don't worry about unless they are just important memories. Unfortunately, in this day and age, it is better to go after that which keeps us look off the streets. So, and houses are in that line of, do I fight for it or not? No, you fight for the money. Doesn't matter how much you love the house. You can always love another house. I've seen many women go for the house and lose everything because they cannot afford the house. Don't fight for that which that you don't need. Okay, and don't let your ego talk you into saying you need to have that house, because you don't need to have the house. You need to have the money that will support you to move forward into a better life, and you want to walk away from that which is no longer good for you and healthy for you, and move into something. And maybe it's smaller, but it'll be yours, and it'll be shiny and bright, and you get to decorate it the way you want to. Okay, so go for that which is most important, and it's not things, unless it's money, and that's a thing.
Tay says, thank you. That was a wonderful message. I will make sure to take care of myself. Having a Flemish giant will be too stressful since they're really big.
They're really nice, though.
No, they are
They're
cute.
according to the article I read, the Flemish giant is it's very quiet and calm and gentle, and they're cuddly.
And she adds, having 2 rabbits is good enough. LOL.
This is with you had a big backyard.
Jennifer Schwab says, she was sad my daughter had never heard of this person before who did that to her. It makes me happy to know she may get her money back and there will be consequences for whoever did that to her.
You may never know what the consequences are. Probably you won't.
Jenny Jones says, thank you so much. Jennifer Schwab adds, thank you both for your time and energy. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Kimba Baby asks, hi everybody, sending good vibes and lots of love. Thank you. And Doreen says, thank you. Good message and some crucial freeing stuff seems to become conscious right now. Cool. And yes, the recordings, haha, now surviving on a crappy audio recording.
Sorry.
Lily Dulo says, thank you. Hope he found peace. Our traditional drink is called raki. It is alcoholic homemade drink from
I
grapes.
kind of thought it was something alcoholic because he looked mischievous.
But can also be sold. He used to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila Wilder asks, hello, where should I move next year since I'm planning to move out of CA, California? Or Colorado?
CA, I think it's California.
That's. Do you see areas in the U.S. being?
Do you know what? I'm gonna put this right back on you. Where the heck did it go? Doesn't matter. Let me grab something that's got a bit of weight to it, and so you get a map. Take a dowsing or a dowsing pendulum and watch it, swing it over the map until it moves differently.
Oh yeah. They did that in the 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s Charmed to find demons.
Yeah. But you can do it for anything. You can ask any question. I'm going to put that back on you. And look around Arizona, Colorado. I'm not sure if you prefer red or blue, but Dakota is a very positive state right now. It still has it is growing like crazy. A lot of people from Louisiana go there to work. So, and I'm assuming you want to stay in the U.S. Otherwise, there's a lot of places to go around the world. But do that. Use the pendulum and it will draw. You will be drawn to the right spot. We have to go pretty quick. Huh?
Yeah. Also real quick, if you don't have the pendulum, earrings, heavy earrings,
anything heavy,
keys,
like this
necklace.
This is a necklace. As long as it's heavy and can swing, doesn't matter.
It doesn't have to be specific.
And the answer you ask it. Yeah, what's yes? And for me, yes is always this. What's no? And no for me is always this. And with I don't know, or the energy doesn't know, it goes in a circle.
All right. Okay. One last question, and then we've got to wrap it up.
I'm sorry, I do have to run because I lost track of time.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Kimba Baby asks, can you tell me what my guides want me to know?
They want you to move. They want you to enjoy life a little more. They want you to dance a bit more, so to speak. And they're showing me it's almost a tribal dance, like lots of foot movements and things like that. And there's many forms of tribal dances. They have the belly dancing that they have tribal dances from, which are really beautiful. They're really heavy costumes. Like I think they weigh like 50 pounds, right? But they're beautiful dancing. But it's get out there and move. Get out there and explore. Don't worry what other people think about you. Worry only what you think about you. And then afterwards, you know, you want to stay within the bounds of society to a certain extent. So you don't want to go off and do something totally off the wall. But be yourself. Enjoy who you are. And again, dance.
Just real quick. Kayana Spokari, why don't you just plan a night, a date, invite your girlfriend over for Netflix or a movie,
Pizza.
just have a chill night and see where it leads. You don't have to go fancy to get physical with your girl. Just have a fun night together and then see where it leads.
Would take into account that person's preferences. So, for instance, with you like cheese and meat on your pizza, and she likes greens, buy greens at least on half of the pizza.
Yeah, just have.
And when she likes wine, and you like beer, you buy beer, buy her wine. Just make sure make sure that you are taking into account her preferences.
And just have fun. See where the night leads. You don't need a psychic to tell you when you're going to get physical with a lady.
Let's get physical.
And with that, we apologize for not getting to everyone. Actually,
I have to go. I'm being paged.
Yeah.
And they're going, where the heck are you? And I still have a few minutes, but I'm 5 minutes late. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you
I
next
do
week.
have to run. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please come and join us on the Wisdom
Facebook.
Seeker.
Links are in the description.
Namaste, namasko.
See you guys next week.